Era Field, just south of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Strong right.
Allen going to throw. And the grab by Croft. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Four yards the pickup, first down.
Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people, make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Steps away to his left. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll toss it to Yeldon. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. T.J. Yeldon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Now it's Jackson. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
I got you. Spawn, okay? Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike,
To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Those are the types of throws that Jackson has to be more efficient with this year. He really put an emphasis on improving his passing accuracy in the offseason, because last year as a rookie, 58%, that was it. And his quarterback coach said the ball is coming out of his hand cleaner, the timing looks better. That's what they're hoping for. Everybody knows he can run, but now he continues his quest to be more well-rounded and improve on his conservative 1,200 yards and 6 touchdowns. And this is caught, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing. And then
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On 1st down, here's Breida. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Go, go. Come to me, it's me. Zip it. He's crashing. Yep, go.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. These two teams all tied after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
49 to Mike, watch 49. Here we go, team.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson looking for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
You got nothing.
To the air, Allen. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Foster. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Bills. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
40-yard. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check. Alert.
A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Hey.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back up. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it 48's Mike. 48's Mike. I'm coming.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's going to go down again. Patrick Owasor. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Man open left side is Brown. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Let's go, D. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Steps away. He can run for it, and he will. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards on the play. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Kill.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Matt Breida, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You give the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
16 yards, a first down. Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that, but they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Like 10. We ain't giving up nothing today.
From the gun, Allen. And that's complete to Croft. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Allen now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it.
Pick 6 all day. Don't throw one side.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Forced out to his left. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
To throw, it's Allen. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On play action, Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Back.
Allen now. Going to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. Allen now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Watch the edge. We go.
Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Watch the out. Watch the out. Go. Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Brilliant.
From the 27, Jackson. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll buy some time right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go.
Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker with the extra point. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. It's the Dolphins. They're looking to pull off the stunner. They lead in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. The left side completion to Jones. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, Allen. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Allen now looks to throw. Finds a seam inside the 40. Jones has it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
We own them. Check 50.
Breida, he'll try the right side, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Motion.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready. Pittsburgh. Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. Put it ready.
Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. He may try. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bills have recovered. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Patrick Owasor in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Allen's throw is complete, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And here's Allen, throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. And the grab by Croft. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, it's caught left side by John Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. After the interception, here's Jackson, buying time to his left. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Hey, on 52. Here I come. Here I come.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
First down.
Here we go. Set.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.